how you living the dream. Quite Amatoor, your premier amateur investors podcast. And today we're back with episode 7 of Quite Amatoor. We have something very important to tell you. I have something very important to tell you. Guess what, folks? We just closed on our first property. We closed on our first property. We acquired the first property. Are you kidding me? It's looking up for us. We're youngins. We're immature. And we just acquired our first property. 21 years old, baby. We making it happen. So because of that, today I want to talk to you about the process. It's going to be a short video. I'm going to talk to you about what you need to gather in order to purchase a house in 2021. What you need to get together to provide to the lenders, to the agents in order to make it happen. It was kind of a strenuous process. Tedious, rather. So I want to expand or give my knowledge to you, my experience to you, and let you know exactly what the hell you're going to need in order to take care of this. Sorry I haven't been uploading lately. I think I missed a week. This is episode 7, but I've been doing this for about 8 weeks now. So I'm slacking. You caught me slacking. But then again, I was moving into my house, taking care of closing costs, buying new appliances, and getting the house ready to go. Right now, it's in a livable condition. I can actually, sleep on a bed now. You hear me? So that's very important to take care of. Took a week off to do that. The house is nice. It's a nice little property. I got a lot of plans for it. Got a lot of little plans for it. And right now, I am in the house, recording in my brand new studio that is in the process of being made. And once it's fully complete, I'm actually going to start live streaming the podcast as well as uploading it to Spotify and other such things. So you're going to be able to see the video, the visuals. Not just the audio, not just that goofy little picture I made off of Canva. It's a little Canva picture. You're gonna actually be able to see me, see the house, and see the studio. I'm gonna have people on the show, live in person. I'm also gonna have people such as Forbes and other folk I had on the podcast previously to over Zoom and over other, online video conference things. You know, I have a lot of plans for the podcast. Man, we're moving up. I'll tell you. But let's hop right into this. Before you even think about going to an agent or going to a lender, what I need you to do is look at your credit score. Please, folk, look at your credit score. If your credit score is sitting at 620, man, 630, you need some work to do before you even think about purchasing a house. You need to take care of your shit. All right, raise that jump, baby. Raise that jump. And I'd say an adequate score to raise it to is at least 730. At least 730. Get up to 730. I mean, most lenders will accept 730. That's a decent credit score. And let me drop some knowledge on you. I was going to do a whole other podcast on this, but let me just give you this tip early on. Look, if you want to raise your credit score, quick, easy, and you don't have a whole bunch of loans and shit, I know most of you have credit cards, so what I want you to do is every single month, take your credit card, pay it off twice a month. If you have 2 credit cards, as long as you have the capital, take your credit cards, pay them off twice a month. If you have 3 or more credit cards, take those 3 or more credit cards and pay them off twice a month. Either the beginning and the end or the middle and the end of the month. Real talk, your credit score will build fast. The more credit cards you have, the faster it's gonna be, because that's a lot of payments, man. You're so reliable. You're so reliable. That's the way they look at it. That's what I did to raise mine quick. That's what I did. And I've never missed a payment. Don't miss payments, folks. That'll really hurt you. And don't max out your credit limit. That'll really hurt you. Alright? And this is for people who know, if you're using a credit card, you don't use the credit card if you don't have the capital to purchase what you're purchasing. Alright? If you can't purchase it at that moment, come on, man. You don't have the money to buy it, so don't use the credit card. Obviously, you're not going to be able to pay it off. Like, if you don't have the capital to pay it off instantly, come on, don't do it. Don't even use it. I'll focus on earning more bread, if that's the case. If you're using a credit card to live, you need to really consolidate your expenses, look at your lifestyle, and earn more bread. That's what you need to do. Anyway, moving on. Credit score, very important. First things first. Second, before you go to your lender, I actually want you to go ahead and talk to an agent. Talk to an agent. Talk to multiple agents, whether it's out of state, local, or out of the country. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this out of the country, talk to multiple agents, and I really I stuck with one because he was a good dude. He was helping me out, and the properties he was sending me were the best choice for me. All right, you get in cahoots with a couple of agents. They're gonna send you properties. They're gonna tell you what to look for if it's your first time. They're gonna help you out essentially. All right, some lenders, some agents are gonna, some people are scumbags. Obviously, that's with anything you do in life. So you just gotta know what to look for, I guess. And I've never met a scumbag agent, as far as I know. But I had some pretty damn good agents, and I settled for one because the properties he had were phenomenal. And one of the properties he sent me, I'm sitting in right now. So talk to agents. Get a variety of properties that you want. A variety of opinions on the current market in the area. It's very helpful. So now you got you talk to your agent. Your credit score is impeccable, and you're ready to move in or to move on. You chose the property. Now you're gonna talk to the lender. But before you go talk to that lender, I want you to get these documents consolidated and ready to go. You need the past 3 months of pay stubs or bank statements. The past 3 months. Some people are going to require 2 months. Some lenders are going to require the last 2 months. Some lenders are going to require the last 3 months. So just in case, get the last 3 months. And if you're coming up on the next month, as soon as that statement drops, get it. Pick it up. Get it ready to go. You're going to need the past 3 years of W-2s. Past 3 years of W-2s. I don't know what the requirements for most lenders is. I think 3 years is standard. Then again, I don't know for sure. 3 years of W-2s. If you're military, you're going to need your most recent LES. And just like the bank statements, if you're coming up on the next month or the next LES, pick it up and get it ready to go. You need your most recent LES because as military, LES is that's your financial bloodline right there. Has everything for you. Your allotments, your benefits, everything. After that, if you want to, this is completely optional. Get a home insurance quote prior to talking to the lender on the home that you want to get. Get a home insurance quote. It's a tedious process depending on who you go with. It's a tedious process trying to pick who you want to go with. So get a home insurance quote, and after that, I mean, you're already ahead of the game. You're 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of your lender when you get all this done. Like if you get a home insurance quote done before you even talk to the lender, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's a lot of stress off of both of you. And all you'll have to do is get those documents supporting the home insurance quote and send it to the lender. Next, after the home insurance quote, which is completely optional, this pertains to airmen. In particular, first term airmen. And I don't know, let me say first term enlistees from around the DOD. It doesn't matter if you're Air Force. First term enlistees. This pertains to you. If you are re-enlisting, the lender is going to require confirmation of re-enlistment. And confirmation can come in many forms. The easiest form is, I'm in the Air Force, so I would go to my flight chief. Go directly to my flight chief. I would type up a letter, have both of us sign it, confirming that, stating that I am, in fact, re-enlisting. All right? Have him sign it. If you don't want to go to your flight chief and you trust your first shirt, go to your first shirt. Type up the same document, go to your first shirt, and have him sign it. If you want something official, go to your commander. For real. Go to the top dog, go to your commander and ask them if they could sign that document or type up their own document. But I would be careful because as you all know, all of us know, us lower ranking individuals know, your commander says my door is always open at all times. And when your commander says that, it is. It definitely is. You can go in there and talk to him, and your commander would not be upset. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. Everybody else will be upset. Your commander won't be upset. Everyone else will be upset. Your chain of command will be very upset if you do that. First shirt, flight chief, immediate supervisor. They don't like that shit. So I would say just route it up from your first shirt to the commander, or LT to the commander. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you need confirmation, actual confirmation that you are going to re-enlist. If you are not going to re-enlist and you are separating as a first term enlistee, you're deciding to separate, you are going to need to confirm one way or another that you are going to be able to actually get some damn income. You can't be paying off a mortgage if you ain't got no fucking income. That don't make no sense. Okay, so I don't know. I have no idea how to confirm that you're going to have that sort of income after you separate, because I'm not separating. I don't know. I didn't go through that process. I can't help you there. But you'll probably have to go to your job, or if you're doing like Skill Bridge, go to the Skill Bridge joint, ask them folks to sign a letter or something of confirmation that you're going to be making adequate income to take care of that mortgage payment. This is specifically for VA loans as well. This is for VA loans. I'm not talking conventional right now. Now, again, this pertains to first-term enlistees. If you are a first-term enlistee, you are going to need confirmation. And if you are in the dorms, you're going to need confirmation that you're going to receive BAH or BAS. You're not going to need this confirmation if you are already off base. If you're living off base on your own, you're probably receiving BAH or BAS to the amount allotted in the area. But if you're like me, you're coming straight out of the dorms, you're gonna have to confirm that somehow. And this is stupid. This is actually really dumb. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why my lender asked me to do this, because of the simple fact that the government is actually legally obligated to give you BAH or BAS if you're moving off base. And that's the disconnect between the banking system in the military. They just don't understand. We don't understand how we function. So you're gonna need proof of BAS and BAH if you are still living in the dorms and coming out of the dorms. And what I did for this was I called up finance and I literally told the airman exactly what I'm telling you. I need to send my lender a letter saying that I'm going to receive BAH and BAS. And he said, let me see what I can do. I could probably type something up for you and send it to your email. That's exactly what he did, and I sent it straight to the lender. You just got to be able to ask. You just got to be able to ask. People will take care of you. There's a lot of helpful people in the DOD. We're all eating a shit sandwich out here, so any help is appreciated. Now, this doesn't pertain to a lot of people. This is another thing I had to go through. If you have a joint bank account, you are going to need confirmation from the other party that the lender can use that bank account or access that bank account. That's very important. Like, you got to know if you have I didn't know I had a joint bank account. And the reason I had to go through this was because I opened my first bank account when I was 16 and I couldn't open it on my own. So I had my mother go with me to open the bank account. When I turned 18, we went to the institution to take her out of the bank account or take her off the bank account. And I was under the impression that she was off of it. But here we are, 2021, years later, finding out that she actually is still a part of my bank account. She can access it whenever she wants. So, yeah, that's kind of troubling. So don't get complacent on that. You need to know who's on your bank account, or else they'll just start taking money. Luckily, my mother doesn't do that because it's my mother. So if you have a joint bank account, you're going to have to get confirmation from the other party for the lender to access that bank account. And I mean, that's about it. That's what you're going to need for your lender. All right, and the most tedious and important things are the proof of BAH and BAS and the reenlistment separation confirmation. All right, those are the most important and tedious things because there are no real official documents for that when you're military. And when you're a lower ranking official, such as myself and most other airmen and sailors and whatever you call yourselves, it's a little tedious because we got to work, but we also have to gather these documents and go out of our way to do all this stuff. It's possible, of course. I'm living proof of that. But it's a little tedious. So I'd say knock it out before you even talk to the lender, before you get a closing date, so you're not scrambling to get it done. All right. Let's talk about income for a second. If you are going to close on the house, I need you to make sure you can pay for at the very least 2 months of that mortgage. 2 months of that mortgage by yourself. If you're married, same thing applies. You need to be able to pay for this mortgage by yourself for at least 2 months. I'm not saying you're going to. I'm saying you need to be able to. And you really shouldn't have to do that if you're married in the military, because it's a huge incentive to get married in the military. It's a lot of money. A lot of money allotted. I'm actually performing at a wedding next week for military. So this boy's about to get a lot of bank. He's gonna have 2 dependents under him. That's a lot of fucking money. Marriage laws in the military are strict though. If you fuck up, you could be legally responsible for a lot of things. And divorce, Don't get me started on divorce laws. Those are horrible. Those are horrible. And that should be the deciding factor of whether or not you get married in the military. Not whether or not the money's good. So you need to pay at least 2 months of your mortgage on your own. And that's only that's especially if you're getting tenants. You're planning on getting tenants. Because if you're getting tenants, once you get your tenants in, the goal is to have them pay off the mortgage every single month. Or at least half of it. Take out some of the expenses. And that's going to be in my case. With a VA loan, you need to live in the residence for at least a year before you move out. Unless you're getting like deployed or changing your duty station, then they have to let you out. But regardless, law says, the terms of the VA loan say you need to live in the residence for at least a year. And I'd say you need to keep the residence for at least 2 years. You need to own it for at least 2 years. So don't live in it for a year and then sell it after you leave. Keep it for another year and then sell it. And in this market, boy, I'll tell you, I think you should hold on to your properties because they're going up. They're going up exponentially. Then again, we don't know what's going on with interest rates that are also rising, so the prices may fall. 2021 is just weird, man. This real estate market is atrocious. It's weird. If you were in the market beforehand, you made a lot of money. If not, probably gonna lose some money. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're probably gonna end up losing money purchasing the property. So stay in the property for a year. Keep it for at least 2 years. If you're planning on flipping it after the second year, fix it up. Do whatever you need to do to it. Sell it. If you're doing this off a conventional loan, you're not gonna need any of this. You do whatever the fuck you want, because there's not many strings attached. VA loans are a little more strict for some odd reason. Conventional loans, you ain't gonna need to do this. You can buy the house and sell it the next day if you really want to. As long as you pay off the mortgage, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you pay off the loan, it really don't matter. So yeah, that's about it. That was my process. Those were the documents I needed. Those were the steps I needed to take to purchase my first property. And let me go briefly over this one more time. You are going to need an impeccable credit score, first and foremost. Okay, then I want you to go ahead and talk to your agents. Get a bunch of agents, get a bunch of properties. And once you find a property you like, go ahead and get a home insurance quote on that property. Get a quote on that property so you have it ready to go. Have it in PDF form or print it out and get ready to mail it. Then talk to your lender. But before you talk to your lender, I want you to gather 3 months of the most recent pay stubs or bank statements. 3 years of the most recent W-2s you have. If you're military, your most recent LES. If you are a first-term airman who is re-enlisting, go ahead and get confirmation that you are re-enlisting. If you are separating, give them confirmation that you are going to be able to support yourself or have the same amount of income after separation. If you are a first-term airman or a first-term enlistee still living on base in the dorms, not receiving BAH and BAS, you are going to need confirmation that you are going to receive BAH and BAS. Give that to your lender. And if you have a joint bank account with anyone, then I'm going to need you to get confirmation from the other party that the lender can access that bank account. And that's about it. That's what you're gonna need. I hope this was helpful. It better be. I'm sure it is. Somebody gonna benefit from this. Well, that was a shorter episode. I'm sorry I was late. Like I said, I was moving into the crib, had a lot of things to do, and the new studio